Maudibles is a popular acai cafe in Fairfax, and its sister store, Ohanables, is located in Corte Madera. Todd Donaldson had an uncommon career switch from an appraiser to an acai cafe owner when he opened up Maudibles in his mid-40s. He learned many valuable lessons about opening a new business by launching both cafes. Good marketing played a vital role in the company's initial growth. Maudibles was the first acai cafe in Marin County, which came with press that benefited both businesses long-term. When Maudibles first opened, an article was written about the business that significantly helped with exposure. The Marin IJ stated that Maudibles feels like an island restaurant. Other local media sources also sought out Maudibles when it opened because it was unique at the time.
As a unique business in Marin, Maudibles faced little competition in early days. Customers were eager to try it out. To bring customers back, Donaldson focused on making connections with them. He found that personal connections with customers were crucial to establishing credibility. He did this by remembering people's names and orders. That way, customers felt cared about and want to return.
With access to potential customers and little time needed to post, social media was an easy platform to help grow the company. It encourages new customers to try the cafes and helps keep in touch with the regular customers. Since Maudibles was the first acai cafe in Marin County, establishing credibility through reviews, social media, and news articles was extremely important. Many people in Marin at the time were unfamiliar with acai, which made spreading the word a huge part of the launch. Donaldson finds that he's a balance of professional and personal content on his social media for the business. He believes this helps customers feel connected. Donaldson strives to establish an atmosphere in which customers feel valued, and social media is another strategy he uses to do so.
Another challenge he faced in the beginning was with his business partner. They opened the cafes together and at first seemed to have a united point of view in terms of goals for the business. After several years later, his partner needed to be more motivated and committed. Eventually, they had to split weeks of ownership to ensure equal work was being accomplished. Unfortunately, this backfired because his partner was slowly running the business into the ground during the specified times. This conflict caused Donaldson and the business stress that could have been easily avoided. After years of conflict, Todd eventually opened his second location and bought his partner out. Of course, there are situations where friends turning into business partners work out, but for the most part, Donaldson advises against it.
To ensure the success of the company, Mana and Ohanables utilized several strategies. One of the most critical areas of focus is employees. Donaldson hires employees with specific criteria in mind. Aiming to create a relaxed, friendly vibe in the cafe, he hires employees able to carry on conversations in a polite manner. Over the years, he observed that creating connections with customers increases the chance they will return, creating a loyal customer base. Donaldson also described how crucial it is to maintain professionalism in the workplace. Employees must be on time to work, mindful of all workplace rules, and respectful of one another. If employees fail to do so, he must evaluate whether they can continue working at the cafe. Responsible employees ensure that the business runs smoothly.
Another key strategy is how Donaldson prices bowls and smoothies. Over the years, more acai cafes opened up Marin. This increased competition for Mana and Ohanables, which used to be the only acai cafes in the area. Other cafes began to price bowls more expensive, such as Sun Life, which charges about $18 for a bowl plus more for additional toppings. Mana and Ohanables keep their prices slightly lower than these cafes, with bowls from $12 to $17. Lower prices encourage customers to choose Mana and Ohanables over other competitors.
Additionally, Mana and Ohanables stand out from other cafes through the quality of their products. Using fresh and organic produce ensures that every bowl and smoothie tastes exceptional. Donaldson also described how using entirely organic and sustainably grown ingredients helps market the products. This helps substantially in setting his cafes apart from competitors and with the customer's rationalization of prices. When customers feel like they are receiving a high-quality product, their demand becomes less sensitive to price.
Running a cafe requires the owner to know many health and safety regulations. Donaldson has to maintain Mana and Ohanables to health code standards and train employees to do the same. While enforcing these rules isn't difficult, it does require Donaldson to be very meticulous about food preparation and cleaning routines.
Another thing Donaldson has to be mindful of is minimum wage. California has always had a relatively high minimum wage. Donaldson has always had to consider this when scheduling. For example, on the weekdays he only has one person working at a time because it's usually slower, and if an employee needs help, he will come in. Donaldson also works between the cafes 7 days a week and offers assistance when required. This decreases costs since he doesn't need to pay for an extra employee. On colder or stormy days, he will often call someone off, anticipating that it will be slow and there is no purpose in paying that second employee. Donaldson also does the scheduling and shopping for the cafes by himself, reducing the production cost significantly.
Come support Mana and Ahonables. Thank you guys.